Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is going to be a CD collection update and yeah, it's going to be my D section. Let's go to the D. Dutch old school death metal mixed with thrash metal called Deadhead with Kill Division. In my opinion, this is one of the more important Dutch thrash metal releases that there has ever been. Small poster thing like, and really cool raw old school death metal, as I said, mixed with thrash metal, and I'm glad to have this in the collection. Disturbed with Believe, not their best album. It does have some great tracks like Rise and Liberate, but this one is my favorite of theirs. And funny story behind this one, I was buying this in Germany, as you can see on the sticker says Rockerwochen, and I didn't know where the cashier was, so I took the stairs downstairs and the guard rushed after me, and he told me in his very fluently German that I needed to go upstairs or else I was stealing the CD. Yes, so Disfigurement of Flesh. This is their promotional CD of 2013, released by Morbid Generation Records. And if you do know brutal death metal, and you don't know Disfigurement of Flesh, you really need to change that. So check them out, Disfigurement of Flesh. The most known old school death metal compilation there is, Death is Just the Beginning too. Bands like Pungent Stench, Master Sinister, Monstrosity, Benediction, Brutality, Afflicted, Incantation, Disharmonic Orchestra, Macabre, Resurrection, Dismember, Mortification, Defecation, Fetish 69, Hypocrisy, Gorefest, Disease, and Righteous Pigs, Amorphous, and Winner. Says enough, right? A promo from Damaged Source, and if I'm not mistaken, this is a thrash metal band from Germany that I got for free at a random gig, I believe. So cool stuff if you like thrash metal. The Secrecy, Arches of Entropy, old school death metal, nothing special. The Secrecy, the Doom Skeptron, same, nothing special. Cool Spanish old school death metal. Something special, Demolition Hammer with Tortured Existence. A must have in everybody's collection, in my opinion. If you like old school death metal, thrash metal, just listen to it and you'll understand why. Next up, a blind buy from large.nl, also known as emp.com, and this is Dawn of Disease. At first I was like, yeah, this is not my cup of tea, but after not listening to this album for a while, Dawn of Disease with Crypts of Unrotten has convinced me that they make old school death metal that I really love. Dodenkrocht with Misery Chords. This is a raw Dutch black metal band which I absolutely adore. Their latest CD has been brought out, but I haven't bought it yet, so it still has to come in my collection very fucking soon. Next up, Dragon Slayer, and the reason I got this at Hell's Headbangers, that this is my nickname I used to have when I was living in my older house from my friends. I was like wearing all these black metal spikes and stuff like that, and wearing exactly these kind of t-shirts, and They called me Dragon Slayer, and that's the only reason I bought that album. It is shit to the bone, it's heavy metal, and that's the most hated kind of metal that is on this world. Decapitated, Nihility, their only release, in my opinion, that matters to me. Of course, biggest hits of this one is Spheres of Madness, and I absolutely love that song. The section, Dissection, with Storm of the Light's Bane / Where the Dead Angels Lie. Absolutely essential. Not my favorite kind of black metal, but it's an essential and I really needed to have it. As is the Somber Lane of Dissection itself. Good black metal, for some people essential black metal, but this one has been more essential for me than the Somber Lane. Nonetheless, Dissection, a band that has a lot of respect, and I also give them a lot of respect for doing what they have did. Next up, Demigod with Slumber of Sullen Eyes. I believe they're from Finland, and I also have this record by them, Let Chaos Prevail. More brutal than this one, but this one is a kick-ass album, both released on Extreme Records from Spain, and I absolutely love this one, so check out. Why is this song playing? I don't want this song to be played. This one, yes. Next up, the best demo brutal death metal / slam has to offer, Dynamite Abortion with uterosacral slamputation. It's a mouthful, but I got this at that concert at Utrecht with Cerebral Incubation, Dynamite Abortion and Cranius, if I'm not mistaken, and it was a really cool concert. Next up, my first ever bought local band CD thing called Dead in Decadence with Torn Beauty, and every time I listen to this album or EP, it has like 4 or 5 songs on it, it takes me back to that date where I got this one, and still perfect to this day. Death with Scream Bloody Gore. I don't like that. If you don't like it, if you do like it, please, be normal to me. I don't like death. I got this somewhere for €5, and I was like, yeah, why the fuck not? But death is not my cup of tea, and I respect what they've done, but it's not my kind of old school death metal. Next up, Darkthrone with The Cold Is Alive. It came with a mini poster. It's somewhere in this rubbish behind me. Booklet, small CD box set. Darkthrone is a good band for me. I do like what Fenris has offered to the black metal world, and it's a shame that I only have this album of him, and I really need to get more of it. So. Next up, not metal, but Django Unchained soundtrack. I'm getting more and more into soundtracks, and to me this is a great one, and I got this for €5 at a supermarket, and I couldn't pass it up, and I just bought it. Next up, a split of Dotsverd and Muddy Wrath called Misanthropic Bonus or something. As you may as you can see, I didn't listen to it yet. I got it for free with the Saturnian Temple. No, I replaced it. The Saturnian Temple pre-order, and I want to thank Maxime Tacardi for that one. So thank you very much for having it free. And sorry that I didn't listen to it yet. Next up, Devourment with Butcher the Week. This is one of the most earliest brutal death metal bands that I listened to, probably for everybody. The song Serial Cocksucker is my favorite on this one. Also Baby Killer is on this one, but I like the more older version of this one, and I believe that has been released on 138, if I'm not mistaken. And I need to get more of Devourment. Next up, a band that is only good on CD and not live, Despised Icon with the Idols of Modern Man. This is amazing deathcore. They are going to release a new album, which I'm really looking forward to, but this has some sentimental value for me, and I absolutely adore that album. Next up, a Dutch really raw old school death metal band called Departed Souls with Barbaric Tortures. I bought it from my friend who is I believe the vocalist of this band, called Ray Walters, or Ray, yeah, Ray Walters, yes. And needless to say, he knows his old school death metal, and Departed Souls delivers excellent old school death metal. Next up, my Dimmu Borgir collection with Dimmu Borgir, Godless Savage Garden. My favorite artwork of them, not their favorite album. It does have some sick songs on it, like Chaos Without Prophecy. That's my favorite of this record. These are really annoying. Next up, Death Cult Armageddon of Dimmu Borgir. Many are gonna hate me because I'm gonna say this. I like their older work, so the more previous work, than their most earliest work. And to prove it, this album did it for me. This whole album from front to back is amazing, and many people are gonna hate it for me, but fuck you, I like this record, and if you don't, yeah, your shame. My favorite is Dimmu Borgir, or let's say Gateways, but the whole album is just amazing. Some split I found at Graspop Metal Meeting in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's an okay split. As you may have known, I'm not big of a fan of a split CD thingy, but I really want to get everything of Dimmu Borgir, just like Puritanical Euphoric Misanthropia. This is the perfect mix-up of those, of older Dimmu Borgir and newer Dimmu Borgir. Songs like Puritania or The Kings of the Carnival Creation. That is a sick track. And my last CD of Dimmu Borgir is Spiritual Black Dimensions. It has some good songs, but not my favorite out of all the Dimmu Borgir ones, but this is a great add to the collection. Next up, this is Downfall of Empires. This band doesn't exist anymore, but it's a modern metal band from the Netherlands. Why does it? Stupid iTunes. Sede Vacante is a good album of theirs. I did a old review of it on my on the page, and I thought it was pretty good. And for modern metal, it does stands its ground. Next up, Dutch thrash metal with Destitution. Beware of the Patient Man. It's their first full length. I do have their demo, so yeah, the demo is right here. And this was my very first review of this, of my whole career as a reviewer. And these guys have been on my compilation as well, and they absolutely deserve more attention than they are receiving right now. The song Alcatraz is absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend to check them out if you like really cool thrash metal. Dystopia with Dead, Hate, Heart, Hate. Really cool black and death metal, so if you're into that, please check it out. Another split of Drunken Bastards with Rotten. I got this for free at my very first Graspop metal meeting, and I've spun it a few times, and it's not my cup of tea, so I'll be giving it away or something like that. Next up, also a Graspop metal meeting score along with the other album. This is Depressive Reality with Las Sombreras and Depressive Reality with Rolling Dead. You can consider it old school death metal mixed with a little bit of, let's say, grindcore-ish, and they do it pretty good. I wanted to get rid of it, but after listening to it for 1 or 2 times, they really convinced me that I really needed to keep hold of those CDs and not put them away. Next up, the most overrated band in the whole brutal death metal scene. I'm going to get some hate for it, I believe, but it's my opinion. This is Disentomb with the Sunken Chambers of Nephilim. Their anticipated release after this one, called Misery, was okay, and this album is also okay. I tried to get into this band, and people are praising this band enormously, and I don't know why. They're not inventive, or they're just one of the other bands. So sorry guys, I don't like Disentombed. Yeah, shame. Depravity with Silence of the Centuries. I believe it's a compilation because it has enormous amount of songs on it, like 23 songs. Yeah, I can see it right now, some demos and stuff like that. Depravity is a Finnish old school death metal band, and it is one of the most known old school death metal bands from Finland, and they're really cool, and yeah, glad to have it in my collection. Disma with Towards the Megalith. I got it for a few euros because it has a punch hole in it. Has been released by Profound Lore, if I'm not mistaken. I had the vinyl of this one, but I sold it to Infidel Amsterdam, and he was more happy with it than me, so yeah. Next song. Yeah, Disma. Death doom metal at its best, I believe. Next up, a band that I really love. This is Dope with Valence and Revolutionaries. Sorry, my English is not that good. Not their best, but I really want to get everything of Dope on a CD. And I found these 2 CDs, also Dope Live and Dope Valence and Revolutionaries on CD for a few euros in America, and I freaked out. And especially about this one, because this one is my favorite, with Now or Never, Stop, Move It, and Slipping Away is a cool song. I do want to see them live ever, because they're touring in Russia, if I'm not mistaken, and America, and I really want them to get to Europe so I can check them out. But for now on, I gotta do it with the CDs, and I've got a vinyl of them. So compilation of the Doors. I got this from my parents for my birthday, if I'm not mistaken. Not of a big of a Doors fan, but really cool rock, and sometimes it's grungy as well. But highly respect these guys. I've been to the grave of the singer. Sorry, and I took a picture of it, and it's just another grave between all the other graves, but it has been there is a fence around it, so yeah, that's a really shame. But next up, Dying Fetus with Killing on Adrenaline. Dying Fetus is not my cup of tea. They're far too technical for me, and especially their album Reign Supreme. So yeah, I'm not getting more Dying Fetus anytime soon. So yeah, promo of Deeds of Flesh, as you can see, Path of the Weakening. Deeds of Flesh isn't my cup of tea either. Also hard to technical, not, yeah. As far as technical death metal goes, it's a really, I've got a really picky opinion about it. I really like some albums or some bands even. By example, I really adore Side the Toxin, and I do like some Gorgasm as well, as they've gone more technical throughout the years. But Deeds of Flesh is not my cup of tea. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or I'm gonna sell it. So yeah, next up, really trying to get everything of Dropkick Murphys. This is Do or Die. Got in the Jar, Do or Die itself, Boys on the Dock, Faraway Coast, that's a cool song. Yeah, Dropkick Murphys, I don't know why you can hate them, because they're really fun making music. So next up, Sing Proud Loud by Dropkick Murphys as well. This is a awesome band for Boston. The Rocky Road to Dublin, The Wild Rover, all cool songs by them, and it is in my collection. Their best, Blackout by Dropkick Murphys. My absolutely favorite song is Dirty Glass or Fields of Athenry, and I really love this album from front to the back, from Walk Away to Kiss Me, I'm Shit-Faced. Cheers. Dropkick Murphys with The Meanest of Time. I guess this has their most famous song on it, called The States of Massachusetts, and many people think that's the best song, but in my opinion it absolutely isn't. And my last one of Dropkick Murphys, The Gangs All Here. Gangs All Here. Okay, cool artwork. Not my favorite, absolutely not. It does have some cool songs like Going Strong or Perfect Stranger. That's a cool song of it. Yeah, I got this for free with some CDs I bought from the guy I was buying some Dropkick Murphys CDs from. This is the soundtrack of Donnie Darko. I haven't seen this the film of this one, so maybe I must see the film before I spin the soundtrack of this one. Last but not least, my friends in Dehumanization, their first full length throughout Morbid Generations. And needless to say, these guys are really really trying to get more and more into the whole brutal death metal scene. They're more, they're more going to the slam side than their brutal death metal. But at some point they really mix it, really are mixing it up good together. So dehumanization with meat exposition. Well, that was my D section from the CD collection. My E section is coming up very soon, more soon than the gap between my previous CD video and my other CD video thing. So until then, you have to use this video for your knowledge of my CD collection. So, end this video, please like and subscribe, and peace!